Adrian Smith left the band because he didn't like the speed they played the songs and the direction they were going. Yannick Gers replaced him shortly after. He improvises a lot of his guitar solos and does several odd stage moves, like doing the splits, whipping his guitar around, throwing it into the air. They recorded the album in Steve's private studio in Essex. Steve wanted to return to a more nasty direction like the first two albums. And to go with it, Bruce used a really weird, gnarly, raspy voice when singing. Even the band to this day thinks the production was shit. The album also featured less magical lyrical themes and more political. It had two singles. One of them went #1 in the UK, which was Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, and the other one was Holy Smoke. All the songs were shorter in length, and not a single one of them was longer than 6 minutes. The album somehow also went #2 in the UK. The single Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter is from Bruce's solo career. That was also in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Bad production, questionable songwriting, artwork which rips off of Live After Death. But it's not all that bad. This is No Prayer for the Dying.
So No Prayer for the Dying, instead of long, progressive, cool ideas, they completely go down to street level shit, and this sounds weird. Bruce does a horrible raspy voice on like every single song. The guitars sound really weird and grainy. The bass sounds almost non-existent, and the drums sound like boxes. The artwork features Eddie on the original, that is, coming out of a tomb type of thing. It's all blue, and he's trying to strangle this blue dude over top of a little lantern. And then we have another version, which is the remastered, where it's more purple, and he's bursting out of a coffin, and it's just Eddie. Now, it's Derek Riggs, and I don't mind it too much, even though it's kind of a ripoff of Live After Death. So let's get to the first song, Tailgunner. Not a big fan of this one. It's basically a ripoff of Aces High, a cheap ripoff, might I add. Who gives a shit about the Tailgunner? The song begins with a corny-ass riff, and there's so many corny moments that wreck a lot of the songs as well. Overall, it's an okay song. Got somewhat of a bass sort of gallop thingy to it. The verse isn't very great. Bruce has already shown off his raspiness, and I think the reason why he did the raspy vocals is because when, especially in some parts in this song too, or any song, when he tries to go high, he strains very badly as if his vocals are damaged. Maybe why he didn't do many high vocals on Seventh Son as well. So when he goes to that chorus, it's okay, it's kind of catchy, but then it's wrecked by the second part of the chorus where Bruce is like, "You're a tailgunner." The middle section's okay. You get a solo from Yannick. Holy fuck, he sounds so terrible on this album. He'll definitely sound better on the next album and the one after that as well, and have some good songs he helped write. But oh my god, he's so fucking terrible on this album. I don't know what sounds worse, his solos or Bruce's shitty singing. So for the most part, the solo section not very good. There's some nice middle section parts and cool actual rhythm-driven parts in the middle with the bass and drums. It actually sounds really cool. In between the solos, that is. For the most part, the song's okay at most. It has some nice catchy moments in that nice middle. Holy smoke. Holy fucking smoke. Worst song on the album, and probably my least favorite Iron Maiden song. It's somehow the single, it has the corniest riffs, worst lyrics Iron Maiden have ever made, arguably. They're just really shitty. They're about anti-religion, but it's just delivered with like shitty metaphors. The raspiness is at its worst. The riffs are horrible and unmemorable. The chorus is delivered terribly, not catchy at all. And then his note at the end of the chorus is horrible because you think it'd be a cool sustained note. Solos are fucking terrible as well. Yannick and Dave deliver nothing new to the table. It is horrific shit. Then we get to No Prayer for the Dying, which I believe is about a dude who's dying and he's saved by praying or something, I don't know. It's basically the title of the song, No Prayer for the Dying. It's actually a pretty good song. The way it's written is very nice. It seems like a cool Steve Harris melodic song. Has some nice progression to it, and the riffs are very cool and has a nice melody. And the middle section is very great too. There's an incredible solo in between Dave and Yannick Gers. Actually, they do a good job complimenting each other. And there's some nice riffs in there too. There's some cool transitions. Everything sounds pretty damn good. The one thing keeping this consistently good song from being great is Bruce's vocals on it. It's nails on a chalkboard bad, like he was trying to make this song horrible. His notes make no sense and they're really annoying, especially the "You got nothing to lose yet." And we get to Public Enema #1. Probably one of the stupidest Iron Maiden titles. The lyrics are complete shit. The riffs, though, are actually really nice. It's written by Dave Murray, so he always has some nice melodies, at least. The chorus is kind of catchy, I do like it. And the middle is actually not too bad, so the vocals aren't too bad on it either. And it's mostly just a consistent riff, not too many changes to it. I think it only has a solo from Dave Murray, and it's a pretty good solo, too. Then we get to one of my favorite songs from the album, which is kind of a rip-off of Deja Vu, the intro. Once again, written by Dave, so it's kind of like he's copying himself. Although it's really cool. I actually think this song would have fit perfectly on Seventh Son, believe it or not. It has that really nice, atmospheric, magical vibe to it like Seventh Son did. And I believe this one is about foreseeing the future and stuff like that, or just the end of the world. It has some amazing melodies. Bruce doesn't sound annoying on it, to be honest with you. The chorus is nice, the verse is nice. It has a very great middle section as well, some cool riff changes. First a solo from Dave Murray and a shitty solo from Yannick. Overall, this song is very, very good, very enjoyable. I really like this song, and I think it's highly underrated. Then we get to The Assassin, which is just kind of a fun, kick-ass song. The song is driven by this insane bass riff from Steve Harris, which is loud and cool. The melodies and harmonies from everybody together actually work. And believe it or not, the raspiness fucking works on this song somehow. It actually helps give that atmosphere of an assassin. It's really badass and has that really cool hurried vibe, like he needs to hurry and assassinate the target. It's a very briskly paced song, I guess you could say. The drums are also very important to the song. The drums are just kind of all over the kit and very nice. Even though Nick's drumming is very boring on this album, it seems like he didn't give a shit. The chorus is actually really nice, and it's gone from the verse to the chorus with this really cool bass riff, and really showing off that Steve still got his chops. The chorus is really cool. There's actually some nice backing vocals between everybody, although Bruce strains pretty bad on the chorus. The first solo is Dave Murray, the second Yannick, and they both complement the song. They have that badass, hurried vibe to them, just like the entire song. Now the next song off the album, Run Silent, Run Deep. This one is about submarine battles, you know, like Hunt for Red October. The intro riff is very badass. It seems like Steve Harris had a hand in making that. It just sounds so atmospheric and badass. And the song is very heavy. Bruce's raspiness works again because he sings kind of low in the song. The chorus is really cool too, even though Bruce strains a lot. It's actually kind of melodic and nice. It's somewhat of an acquired taste, but overall it's very cool. Now the middle section is something to talk about. There's this riff that repeats, I believe, another time, maybe two other times. It's really cool. It has that type of Russian sound to it. It's really nice. This one actually has a cool, diverse middle section to it, as opposed to a lot of other songs. The lyrics are great too. The vocals done good enough. You know, the bass pretty good. Drums good. Both guitars actually good. The riffs, the harmonies, the melodies, everything works for this song. Then we get to Hooks in You, which is actually has some writing credits from Adrian Smith. I think it's kind of weird. I like the riffs. It seems like this could have been a nice catchy song like Can I Play With Madness? But it's wrecked by a lot of factors. One, the cowbell at the beginning just corniness is off the charts with this song. The lyrics are fucking atrocious. Holy shit, I think this is the third part in the Charlotte the Harlot series, but Jesus, this one is just blatantly bad. The chorus is just so annoying. It's catchy, but it's fucking annoying. And the only solos are from Yannick, and then the both of them do like a dual solo. Overall, it's a shit song. Bruce's raspiness is fucking terrible on it. Then we get to Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. This is a single and a hit. Believe it or not, I think it got #1. And people to this day love this song. I think the song is complete fucking shit. One, the instrumentation is weak as fuck. Even more simplistic than Running Free. This one's just kind of a slow gallop. And then maybe towards the end, like chorus or something, you'll get some riffs in there. Maybe, but the song is so fucking dull. And maybe even the most raspy he could sound on this entire album. The lyrics are terrible as well, completely cheesy, and the song structure isn't even very good either. It's just a verse-chorus thing, and there's also Yannick solo. This song just gets worse and worse, and Bruce strains so fucking horribly on that chorus. Maybe the worst I've ever heard him. Every song is pretty damn short on this album. This one, which I think is supposed to be the epic, is only 5 minutes, so it's not really an epic. Mother Russia has a very great opening riff that has an awesome Russia vibe to it. Run Silent, Run Deep had some of those riffs too. And overall, every riff and every musical part of this song is actually very stellar and very good. So we get like the main riff coming. It seems like it's a little too ambient though, because the drums and bass aren't heavy enough. It just feels like kind of guitars, and it's a little bit empty sounding though. But here we go with Bruce's vocals. Completely ruin the song though, or almost completely. It makes me not want to listen to it. He just tries to hit notes that don't make sense anywhere. It's like, okay, here's the note you want to hit. Here's the note. Yeah, and you hit there, you hit there, you hit there, you hit all around the fucking note that would sound good with the music. Then we get to this cool part where I get these nice chants, which I believe the keyboards, and then that Seventh Son type of build-up part with that nice melodic riff. And then it explodes into somewhat of a solo section. I believe the solos go Dave, Yannick, and then Dave, Yannick, Dave. So there's a shit ton of solos. They trade back and forth, and it's actually really cool. All the solos are pretty nice. They could have expanded it though, maybe even have a Seventh Son type of middle part with the Run Silent, Run Deep intro. Just take that and loop it a couple times. And then it returns to that shitty vocal part from Bruce towards the end. Overall, it makes you want more from the song, and makes you want fucking Bruce to stop singing raspily.